All right, I'm going to go through a little bit of Rhythm and Blues by Soon-Hee Neibold. This is for the Station 6th grade orchestra bass players. So from the beginning, you always make sure that you understand the bigger picture. Rather than every note, you look at it by measure. And this one is based on a 12-bar blues form. So you're going to have basically D chords going through, G chords, and A chords. So you got to know how many times you're going to do it. So we're going to start at the beginning. Remember the beginning, you're going to play 7 times of the D, rest, rest, lift and rest. So 7 times of that, and then you have a little transition measure where you play D, lift, E, F sharp, G, lift, rest, and you go back to the D. So you're doing the G for only 2 times, and it might help you to put big lines between the times when you change. So right before measure 9, put a big line. Right before measure 11, and that might help you figure out when you're going back to that D. And then number 13, A, rest, rest, up, bow, down, bow, rest. 1, 2, you got to hold your bow in pizzicato, okay? Actually, you can probably put your bow down, because it's going to be a little bit while till you play, because you're going to do some stomping and snapping later on. So I would put your bow down, you have 4 counts to do it, but do it silently. Then 17, you got to watch out, you have some low E string notes. So you play D, low F sharp, A, B, C natural, B, A, low F sharp, and high D, low F sharp. Okay, so we have to watch that high D to low F sharp. You want to practice that a few times. High D, low F sharp. And then at 21, you switch to the G chord. G, B, D, E, F, natural second finger. And then you switch back to the D chord. D, F sharp, A, B, C, A, F sharp, A. Rest, high A. 2, 3, then C sharp, C sharp, C natural, B. You want to practice that a lot too. 27, C sharp, C sharp, C natural, B, and I would do that quite often. So let's do it one more time. C sharp, rest, C sharp, C natural, B, D, B, D. Rest, 2, 3, then you have your stomping. And we're going to skip that for now. But once you get that part, we have quite a bit of the piece learned. Okay? Then going on at 47, or 45 I should say, you get to be quick to pick up your bow. So maybe while you're stomping at 44, you pick up your bow. 45, starting with A softly. Crescendo, get louder. And then 47 is your melody. So finally we have a melody, not just a bass line. F sharp, A, B, B, F sharp, E, D. F sharp, A, B, B, F sharp, E, D. Then again, we're switching chords. B, D, 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 F natural, E, D, F sharp. And then again, C sharp, lift, C sharp, C natural, B, D, B, A, D. And we're back to the beginning style, okay? Again, counting your measures and figure out how many times you're going to play the D, and then how many times you're going to play the G, and then back to the D. Okay, and then you have a couple repeated things, 67 to the end, but it's nothing new from there to the end. So go through, carefully practice, figure out your fingerings, but watch all those skips, because there's quite a few skips in here, and I would go through and see if you could even memorize part of the bass line. It shouldn't be too hard for you to memorize at 17, the D. Shouldn't be hard for you to memorize that, and then the G part. Okay? So good luck, basses. Practice hard, and I think you'll have a successful experience at this one. I'll see you later.